welcome to Dr. Ara's channel and another episode of Food is Medicine. I'm your host Sunya Arash, and in today's video we are joined by Dr. Rafat Siddiq. Welcome Dr. Rafat Siddiq.
Thank you for having me.
In this episode we will be talking about benefits of sustainable eating. Before we start, let's watch a short clip about it.
Sustainable eating and its benefits. Sustainable eating is a dietary pattern that seeks to balance human needs for food with the long-term health of the planet and its ecosystems. This involves considering the environmental impact of food production and consumption, as well as promoting fair and just access to food for all. Key principles of sustainable eating include reducing waste, choosing local and seasonal products, eating a diverse and plant-based diet, and supporting environmentally friendly farming practices.
Welcome back everyone. I hope you found the clip helpful. So Dr. Aras, why sustainable eating is very important in these days?
In today's climate, it is so important what we put in our plate, because it's not only going to affect us, it's going to affect the whole world. Because as you know that livestock consume 40% of the agriculture, and also it uses 1/3 of the water supply. It is so huge. So we have to pay attention what we put on our plate.
Very well. What is the first step we should take for sustainable eating?
We should be using more of the plant-based food. So that will reduce the carbon emission, that will help us in reducing the carbon emission, that will be very, very helpful what type of food we pick to eat.
How does plant-based food are more sustainable?
It actually really, as I mentioned earlier, that 1/3 of the water is used by the livestock. So if we are using less livestock and we are using more plant-based food, so our water supplies will be saved for the human beings. And the other, it also help in deforestation. And next thing is, it's actually overall help in the carbon emission. So it actually mitigates the danger which we are facing in this world, because there is so much carbon emission. So if we are growing more plants and we are eating, human beings are eating more plant-based food, so that will help automatically this world, whole world.
Very well. So now, how much of our plate should be plant-based food?
It's actually really 40 to 50% we should be eating plant-based food. In that, we can have we can have meat, or we can have egg or fish on the salad plate, and we can have a little bit of the carbohydrate if we like, some piece of bread or rice. But I would say it's good to have 40-50%.
How will this help our health exactly?
This is so important, which I want to tell my audience, that how important plants and vegetable based food is for us. We take vitamins all the time. We buy the vitamins over the counter, and also for minerals and vitamins we buy these tablets. But if we are eating the plants and vegetables, they provide us better vitamins and minerals than these tablets. Fruits and vegetables are so important for our health. It reduces our blood pressure. It reduces our blood sugar. There are certain type of vegetable, if we take that, there's a vegetable named bitter melon that helps our sugar. Also, there are some vegetables which are very good for our memory. It also reduces, if we eat a lot of celery, it reduces our appetite. It fills up our stomach, so it's helping a weight reduction. So plants based food is good for all of these things, and also for they are full of vitamins and also minerals. It's better than over the counter, so you should be eating a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Very good to know, Dr. Rafat Sadiq. Now, are there any kind of food we should avoid while we are trying sustainable eating?
Absolutely, because processed meat and processed food, one way or the other, should not be on. Don't buy those things. I know it's hard to avoid those because they are very tasty, they are easy to you go and buy those, but they are not really good for your health. So avoid processed food, and also try to have more plant-based food.
How does avoiding those kind of food is better for environment?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, that plants, if we had a lot of trees and plants, fruit trees, and all those plants, it's going to help in the in the mitigating the carbon emissions. So, as you know, these plants produce 15% of carbon emissions. So, we are going to really think hard how we can help this world by growing more plants, which are going to help in this world to reduce the global warming.
So, Dr. Fastik, do you have any last steps on how to eat sustainably and healthier?
Eating appropriately or eating less is better. So it is if you want to live longer, you don't do overeating, because then you will not have all these bad diseases like diabetes, hypertension. So if you want to stay healthier throughout your life, you eat a little bit lesser or eat appropriately what you are eating on a daily basis. That will keep you healthy.
Very well. Thank you so much for all information and helpful tips, Dr. Fastik.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching our show. Please be sure to like our video and subscribe to Dr. RS channel.